Good evening, beloved. I thank God for your life. I believe you had a great past week and also you've been having a good Easter so far. I believe that the resurrection of Jesus Christ has brought us victory in everything that we do from today onwards. I thank you for joining me on today's series. And once again, we give the glory, we give all the honor to the Lord for saving us, for His protections, and for His mercies upon our lives this day. With the resurrection of Christ being today, I'd like to talk about the subject, the Lord has risen to overcome your obstacles, so maintain your focus and be victorious. Again, the Lord has risen to overcome your obstacles, so maintain your focus and be victorious. As usual, I begin by asking you a few questions, or I begin by giving you a few analogies. But instead of that today, since I'm speaking on the subject, the resurrection of Christ, instead of asking a few questions, I'd like to begin by telling you something. And that is, we often hear the phrase, all fingers are different. We have 5 fingers. All of these fingers are different. They are made up of different sizes, different shapes, and different length. So whenever we hear that phrase, whenever we hear that all fingers are different, how do we understand that phrase? How do we perceive that phrase to mean? All it means is that we are uniquely created and we are differently gifted. Each one of us has a gift. Each one of us has a potential that separates us from the other person. And so the fact that you are uniquely created, the fact that you can do something different, and the fact that I can also achieve something different doesn't give me that authority to devalue you. It doesn't give me that right to look down upon you. You see, the actual size of a tree is not what determines its belongingness to being part of a forest. When we see a forest, forests are made up of so many trees with different sizes, different shapes, tall ones, short ones, smaller ones, and big ones. Yes, so we term that environment as a forest because the size of a tree is not what determines it as being part of an environment. And so maintain your focus because Christ has risen to bring you victory. As I said in my previous videos, you may be part of something small today, but beloved, you are part of a greater change. You are part of a greater impact that if you are to maintain your focus, if you are to believe in Jesus Christ, if you are to believe and accept that He has risen to bring you victory, beloved, you can achieve that focus. You can maintain that focus. So again, maintain your focus because Christ has risen to overcome your obstacles and bring you victory. Again, be able to perceive pain as nothing but an unavoidable feeling that nobody can avoid. Nobody can avoid pain. It grips you from all corners of life. It throws all its forces at you, expecting that to break you down. But beloved, to maintain your focus, you have to understand that nobody can avoid pain with the exception of Jesus Christ. That is why He died on the cross, and despite all those pains that He went through, He was able to endure it. He endured it because He knew you and I could not endure it, and so He had to bear that pain on our behalf. So understand that pain is nothing but an unavoidable feeling that nobody can avoid. Accept that you have to go through pain. Be able to endure that pain, but do not give up on that pain because nobody can avoid it. Face it with all your determinations, face it with all your focuses, and you will one day achieve that aim. You will one day achieve that goal that you set for yourself. However, in achieving your focus, you have to demonstrate the characters that are pushing you towards that focus. Whatever goal that you set for yourself, you have to put in the effort. You have to work towards it. You can't just set a goal for yourself and relax, expecting the goal to come to you. You have to approach the goal. You have to face it with determination. You have to face it with all the focus, all the strength that you can possibly face it with. Face it with your strength, and you will one day achieve it. Do not give up on that goal. Do not give up on that goal because of that mistake that you've made. Do not give up on that goal because somebody told you you can't. Do not give up on that goal because people are achieving theirs and yet still you are not achieving yours. Beloved, maintain your focus because Christ has risen to overcome your obstacles to bring you victory. So maintain your focus and you will one day achieve your goal. Do not give up. Maintain your focus. Again, the Lord has risen to overcome your obstacles to bring you victory. So maintain your focus. This afternoon, I had the honor to receive a message from one of our sisters, and she sent me a song. And in the song, she said something in the song. This is a song that she sang by herself. And there's one thing that she said that really touched me. And her words are, she said, "Victory belongs to Jesus. Victory belongs to Jesus." So let me ask you, what is the meaning of Christ's victory? Why do we say that Christ is victorious? I believe we all went to church today, and the sermon that we heard was based on the victorious Christ. So how do we understand Christ's victory? Why do we say that Christ is victorious? Beloved, the answer is that Christ is victorious because your obstacles cannot stand against him. No matter what you're going through, no matter what pains that you're going through, that pain cannot overcome Christ. Instead, Christ has already overcome that pain. So he is victorious. Again, why is Christ victorious? He is victorious because the mistake that is holding you down, the mistakes that you think are bigger enough than the power of Christ to hold you down, those mistakes cannot be held against Christ. And so Christ is victorious. He is victorious because he suffered on the cross. That is why at the point in time when he was on the cross, he looked down to the people persecuting him and he said, "Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. Father, forgive them, for they don't know that I'm enduring this pain so they can be victorious." And when all those pains, when all those humiliations were over, he said, "It is finished." Why did he say it is finished? Beloved, Jesus Christ said it is finished because it was time for him to begin the victory on your behalf. He said it is finished because all the pains that you are going through, he has overcome all those pains. And so it is the beginning for your victory. That is why he said it is finished. It is finished so my people can start enjoying the victory that I have won for them. It is finished because my people can start benefiting from the victory. It is finished because my people can start enjoying the victory that I'm yet to begin on their behalf. That is why he said it is finished. So beloved, be calm and be still, because the Lord has risen to overcome your obstacles so you can maintain your focus and be victorious. Again, the victory of Christ. The victory of Christ. And so let's ask ourselves again, how do we understand Christ's victory? Why is Christ victorious? Beloved, he is victorious because he died with your pain. He is victorious because he died with your burdens. He is victorious because he died with all those obstacles that you are going through. And there's one thing that I know. As Christ was dying, he died with your pain. As Christ was dying, he died with your shamefulness. As Christ was dying, he died with those sorrowful moments that you are going through. As Christ was dying, he died with the pain that you couldn't bear. He died with the humiliations that you and I couldn't bear. And as he rose with your victory. As he rose, He rose so that you can be redeemed from the hands of your enemies. He rose to bring you the power to maintain your focus. He rose so you can achieve whatever thing that you set for yourself. Again, the victorious Christ. Why is Christ victorious? He is victorious because he died and suffered the pain that you and I couldn't endure. He died so you and I can benefit from his victory. And as our sister said, victory belongs to Jesus. Beloved, you and I, we can't do anything without Christ's victory. He knew that we are not strong enough. He knew that we are not capable enough to be victorious. That is why he died on the cross in the first place. And once he was dying, he said, "It is finished." Why was it finished? It is finished because now I have taken away all the pains. Now I have taken away all the burdens my people are going through, so they can start enjoying the benefits. They can start enjoying the victory that I've won for them. Beloved, Christ is victorious. And so the Lord has risen to overcome your obstacles. So maintain your focus and be victorious. Maintain your focus and be victorious. You see, we often hear two different words. We hear ordinary, but we also hear extraordinary. So what does it mean? What does it mean that something is ordinary, and what does it mean that something is extraordinary? The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that extra is that little 5 words that has been attached to the words ordinary. When we started the year, you set so many determinations for yourself. You set so many aspirations for yourself. So let me ask you, how far have you been able to achieve any of those aspirations that you set for yourself? How far have you come in achieving your aspirations? How far have you come in maintaining your focus? Beloved, Christ died to bring you victory. And the mere fact that you haven't given up on your aspirations up till this point, the mere fact that despite all the obstacles that you are going through, the mere fact that despite all the pains that you've been going through ever since you set that goal for yourself, and you haven't given up, means that you are a living testimony to the victory of Christ. And so today I want you to understand that the Lord has risen to overcome those obstacles. He has risen to overcome the obstacles so you can maintain your focus and be victorious. Beloved, this is not the time to lose focus. This is not the time for you to give up on that dream that you've set for yourself. This is not the time for you to allow anybody to devalue you, because you are part of something small today, but you have a bigger impact in the near future. You are part of something big. You are part of a greater impact to happen. So this is not the time for you to give up. Again, the victorious Christ. The Lord has risen to overcome your obstacles. So maintain your focus and be victorious. I know most of us, some of us have already started our finals. Others will be starting within the week or in the next few weeks. When the semester began, we had so many goals. We started the semester with so much happiness that we were willing to face anything. But as the semester progressed on, we are relaxing. We are relaxing because the semester is almost here. And so we think that's all. Beloved, whatever that we've achieved from the beginning of the semester, we shouldn't allow it to be wasteful. This is the time for us to understand that Christ has risen to overcome our obstacles. So we have to maintain our focus and be victorious. Beloved, we have to maintain our focus. The semester may be ending soon, but we still have to maintain that focus that we began with ever since the beginning of the semester. It is true that you might have failed that first exam that you took. It is true that classes hasn't been going well for you since the beginning of the semester or up till this point. But beloved, as part of Christ's victory on our behalf, you can still achieve it. As part of Christ's victory for us, beloved, we can still be able to maintain our focus. As part of Christ's victory that He has overcome our obstacles, that He has overcome our burdens, beloved, we can be victorious. We are victorious. And why are we victorious? We are victorious because Christ has risen on our behalf. We are victorious because when Christ was dying, He died with our burdens, He died with our pains. He died with anything that we couldn't bear. And instead, He rose with our happiness. He rose so that you and I can benefit. He rose from the dead so that you and I can enjoy the benefits that He arose with. He rose so that you and I can be happy. He rose so you and I can understand that He has overcome our obstacles. So it is time for us to maintain our focus and be victorious. Beloved, Christ is victorious. He has risen so that we can also be victorious. As I bring today's subject to a close, there's one thing that I want you to understand, and that is that we are in April, the first 4 months of the year. And so if you've been able to maintain your focus from January, February, March, and April, beloved, you can do it again for the next 4 months. And if you are able to do it again for the next 4 months, you can also do it for the last 4 months in the year. So maintain your focus, because the Lord has risen to overcome all your obstacles, so you can maintain that focus. The Lord died. He died and took away your burdens. He died and took away everything that you couldn't endure. And He has risen with your victory. So beloved, it is time for you to rejoice. It is time for you to be happy, because you are beloved, you are already victorious. Whatever goal, whatever aspiration that you set for yourself, you are already victorious in achieving that, because Christ has overcome any obstacle that was holding you back. He has overcome any mistake that was holding you back. So beloved, you are victorious. Victory belongs to Jesus. Victory belongs to Jesus. And so let me give you this analogy. You see, when the disciples, when they were following Jesus, at a point in time they were called disciples, but there came a point in time where they were called Christians. Why? Because their characters, their behavior became similar to that of Christ. And so beloved, you and I as Christians, we also have the behavior of Christ. We also have the characteristics of Christ. And so if Christ has overcome our burdens so that we can be victorious, beloved, then it means we are also victorious as Christ. Beloved, you are victorious. You are victorious to achieve whatever thing that you set for yourself. You are victorious to not allow anybody to devalue you. You are victorious to carry on. If you've done it from January and you did it in February and you were able to do it in March and you have done it in April, beloved, you can do it in May and you can do it in June. So beloved, maintain your focus, because Christ has overcome that obstacle that was holding you back. You are victorious. You are victorious. You are victorious. It is my prayer that as the resurrection of Christ has been given unto us this day, may you be victorious in everything, in every focus that you set for yourself within this week and for the rest of the year. May you understand the power of Christ. May you benefit from the victory of Christ. And may the Lord continue to protect. May He continue to guide. And may He continue to bless you as He see you through achieving your focus. God bless you, and thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you next week. Thank you, and God bless you.